All right. What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the Sunderland Football Manager 2021 Road to Glory series. And we're this time of the season again, the Europa League group stage draw. If you're new, we were also in the Europa League last season. We didn't go as far as we would like, but I think we gave a good account of ourselves. So I'm hoping this season will go a little bit farther, but there could be just an issue. And you might know that, but we'll get more into that. First, Europa League group stage draw. Let's take a look. If we just go down, we are in the third seed. So we're just going to draw all of the first. So look at all the groups we've got here. So this is where we'll analyze which some of the groups could have been a group of death or will be a group of death. Let's go. Inter against PAOK there. I'm not sure how good they are. We'll have to see. Especially when a few seasons in, there can be regions and that kind of stuff. I mean, when you just say Sunderland randomly, you don't even picture them as a Premier League team, let alone a team in Europe. So yeah, Dinamo Zagreb against Athletic Club. Fenerbahce could be not too bad. Besiktas against Man City. Whoever draws Man City is going to have a tough time. Olympiacos against Marseille. Lazio, RZ, probably beatable. I'm just trying to see which group could we, be happy about fitting into, which we can decide now. I wouldn't mind Group B. And again, Group A, Inter, there's going to be one really tough game in each one. The first team's drawn, they're going to be, I'm not sure if we're better than any of them, maybe one or two. So we're just going to start it. And I'm just going to say, a few. Like Group B, I wouldn't mind. If Athletic is the hardest, we could come up against Group C as well. Group B, Group C, Group H, and Group G as well. So we'll see how we go. Genk, Group B. Oh my God, I reckon Athletic now, they're like the leader of that group even more so. Haven't got much of a challenger. So Ajax, Fenerbahce, I wouldn't mind this. Okay, we don't get it. Well, we won't get Group D because there's Sunderland, Man City from England. Group E, Marseille and Olympiacos. That could be a little challenge for the second team in the group. Olympiacos is not a bad team. And Rangers could have a tough time there. There's only three of us left. Group F, Group G, Group H. If we can avoid... Honestly, RZ, they're not even great. I'll take any of these, to be honest. Not going to worry too heavily. So let's just see. Okay, it's not going to be Group F, Group G, or H. If I'm going to have to pick one, maybe H. I'd say Sevilla could be... I say could because if we're season 5, they could have lost some players. Well, they could be even better. So let's see what we are going to... what group we're going to get. There's not much more we can say, and we are going to get Group H. We get Group H in the end, which is not the worst. And out of the rest of the teams, there's Schalke. As long as we avoid Schalke, I'd say they're a notable one out of all of these. Maybe FC Köln as well. So let's just go through all of those. Schalke, this is going to be a really good draw for us. Yeah, it really is. We get Legia. Yeah, I'm happy with that group. I'd say it's definitely we're not in a group of death. There's not many group of deaths we could have been in, with Man City being one of the... That's going to make it hard to actually go all the way in the Europa League this season. Because Man City, they'll have to get to the final. They did not do well enough in the league to get to the Champions League. So the Europa League squad does not have to be registered by today, but I went to it. So I'm aware of the situation. We're just going to do an auto select. So as you can see, we could add one more, like Javi Manquillo, who I'd like to have part of my squad. We can add him, put him in there, but then, an X comes in. So we're going to have to decide something there when the time comes. But I'd say maybe 2, 3 players potentially are going to have to miss out. Maybe even 4 that are part of the first team. So I prepared myself, so I'm not like being shocked about it in, when it just comes up in the episode and be worrying who I'm going to select, the few players who have to leave out. It's always a tough thing. Over the next few seasons, I'm trying to build up these youth players, and you see those guys. You got like a Sam Green in terms of the homegrown at club, like Sam Greenwood. That's a reason to keep him as well. Marcus Edwards trying to get a few more English lads into the team, or they grow homegrown, in the nation. So yeah, these guys coming through like a Johnny Brennan will be part of that. You know how we signed Johnny Brennan very early, so in his career. So that's that's low key what we're trying to do. Low key, we're trying to do that. As the season go by, like someone like a Jan Kladrubski, is he young enough? He's 18 now. Like, how many seasons is he going to need? Look at these players of the age 20 or younger who have been at the club for 2 years do not have to be registered. That's the under 21s. But yeah, if they're that's not that in terms of being a homegrown player at the club. So all of that we're gonna figure out. But yeah, just to show you guys the situation. And then, of course, a couple games I played out. We had a Man City draw. I'd used the defensive formation there, defensive tactic. And I was annoyed that we scored early, then we conceded a penalty. But that's just the type of thing that's going to happen to me in Football Manager. So at the end of the day, we took a draw away from home. That's what I would have been happy with. I was shocked we scored that early, but it's Johnny Brennan, so you shouldn't be shocked. Aston Villa, we just rolled them 5-0, went back to attacking formation, attacking style of play. And yeah, we rolled them basically. We smashed in the goals. That's what we love to see. But the first game of this episode is against Bournemouth, bottom of the league. So yeah, hopefully we just show that. We can show the difference between us and a team like that. That we're far away from that kind of team. No, we need to go to the team selection. There we are. So this is the formation. And guys, you're like, hold up, what's happening here? Kladrubski. We're training him. We're training him that attacking midfielder so he can be a shadow striker. I feel because he is a striker naturally, I've been wondering how are we going to fit into this formation. So I'm going to try and mold him into that role. Could he be a superstar there? We do not know. Train him, play him, and see how he does. He's done okay so far this last game when I played him. Took him off at half time. He had a little bit of a knock, but yeah, so he can be ready for this next one. And yeah, we've looked. I thought we looked pretty good. So let's see what he provides. I want to give him a longer, hopefully a full game, if not like a 60, 70 minutes, and see how we go today. But I really like our lineup. It's when we can play our 4-2-3-1 attacking football. It's just when we come up with a team like Man City, I feel we have to go defensive, show you this formation as well. Of course, players are going to be out of position. You're going to switch them around. That's why the red boxes are there. But it's much better. Yeah, we switch things around there. But when I look at my team, we're going to talk about the Europa League situation. There's players that don't really get considered, and I just got to let you guys know, I did bring in another player. We did not sign Lionel Messi, which I reckon we were super close. We weren't that far off. We had an offer literally accepted and past then. Yeah, a bit out of my control. So, Francisco Conceição, he can play on both wings. He actually cuts inside from both wings. He's on loan, not paying any fees, only his wage, which is 55k per week. And yeah, just a winger that can play on both wings is just very, very handy to the squad. And I reckon we needed one more. Say if we had someone injured right now, which we don't, that is a thing. If we had someone like a Marcus Edwards, a Dembele, Hlozek injured, he'd come into the setup. So I'm happy with that. And yeah, Marcus Edwards is in the winger on the bench for this one. Team is overall pretty strong. Got a mix there, a mix of players. And there's some quality players on the bench at the same time. So that is going to be a thing for us. See, we're not even using Anguissa. Like, Gomez is you could say, a most defensive position here, most defensive midfielder, but deep line playmaker. So it's a very creative. That's why you saw a lot of goals in the last game, or you saw the result that we scored a lot. The last result. So let's go on into it. Not going to waste any further time. Let's just get into the match. And see, we can't play like this against most teams, really. Just those teams where I think we can just really control them and where we feel like the strong side. So the teams are warming up. Please wait. We're waiting nice and patiently, FM. They've got Michael Douglas. This is a Brazilian wonder kid that they have in the team. Yeah, that's him. Let's see how this is going to play out, though. And he's a guy I actually scouted, but I just never went for, which is interesting. Here we go. Why is it starting with a black? Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure what's happening today. Why is there a couple slower moments? I don't know. I can't answer that question. We might need to start with early encourage. Haven't seen anything for the first 10 minutes, and it generates a highlight. Gomez, mate, you had a fantastic season last season. You passed it straight to the goalkeeper. Nowhere near one of our players. So Dembele now. Kladrubski. So definitely, guys, let me know what you think of his game today. See how he performs and plays in that shadow striker. And because Johnny Brennan's the man. Like, I think we're better just with one striker. Even though we have a few decent strikers, I think. Well, we have 3. Which probably means one striker formation is the best to go with. So it's going to be handy if Kladrubski can really play behind him and not together. Well, not play, as a partnership in 2 strikers at least. Just so it can work out this way. What do you guys think anyway? That was good. Dembele, really happy we can get him on loan. Did not expect someone of his quality we'd be able to get on loan. Now Hlozek. See, he was another one. Oh, Hlozek to Brennan. And he should have really made that 2-0, Johnny Brennan. JB should have made that 2-0 and should have had a bit of breathing space. But it's not to be at the moment. Dembele, but we're peppering their goals. Is Aaron, unfortunately, they get the block in there. You can tell we are completely on top of them today. Let's see what we're going to do from a corner, though. Or is that... no penalty from that. Vranks picks up possession. I reckon he could push to having a big season. So we'll wait and see. What he does. Newball, haven't minded him in goal so far. Obviously, he's going to need his time to adapt. He's just come to England to play for Sunderland. So hopefully he's all right. Michael Douglas, and that's why I didn't sign for you, mate. You didn't sign for us, or I didn't make a move for you. There we go. Okay. Interesting start to the game. Did actually Dembele make an interception there? The commentary didn't say anything. And Johnny Brennan, he's just there to finish the work. See, it's a midfield game for us. Our midfield dominates, and Johnny Brennan just has a composure to finish. But he has to make good runs at the same time. Let me know, is our midfield that just gets really on top? Dembele, I think you got a touch on that. And Vranks, touched on him. What a ball. Johnny Brennan, his run there had to be really, really good. So, he's part of it. I don't want to discount him at all. He has to make a good run, and that puts it in a position where it should be an easy, elementary finish for him. This is going to be a free kick for us. Completely on top. Now it's Gomez. Got a good feeling here. And he wraps it up. Well. First goal of the season. Hopefully many more to come from the lad. So that means he's playing more deeper as well. We'd use him a lot in the shadow striker position, but now he scores from a free kick, and a goalkeeper's not going to... That just got in there. He had a nice curve on it, and it's 3-0. And all right, they're looking a bit dejected at the moment. We'll have to say that. And we've been pretty efficient. 3 goals from 4 shots on target. That's efficiency for you. So let's go. Outstretched arms. Very happy with the way things are going. Keep it up, lads. That's all we can ask for. We're just super in control. So that's where we need to bridge the gap. We're almost playing them, okay, hold up, like we are a Man City, a Manchester United, a Chelsea, one of the dominant teams. So we need to bridge that gap of not playing how like Bournemouth are today against those bigger clubs. Like, why can't we go and play our own game and not go defensive like I said we did against City? Oh, let's see. Yeah, well, you just got to bridge that gap. But again, you know the difference in quality. There's a team like Bournemouth, then there's us, and then there's the Man Cities of the league. And the Chelseas. Newball. Here we go. Because we're just absolute in control today. Here, Johnny Brennan, he's gone out wide. Now there's no target for Armini to find. So he goes far post. What do I mean there's no target? Adam Hlozek, who was our main number 9 one time in this save. And he's took his role, but it's one of the positions that he plays. It's not something we really need to train him heavily. Like, he's very good as a left winger, inside forward. So yeah, Kladrubski, a little bit of a different situation. The good thing about Kladrubski, he is young. He's only 18, so he can develop into that role for us. So yeah, I'm really happy about that. And yeah, Hlozek, did his job. So yeah, don't worry about Kledrubski. That 1 star actually it was like I think 4 on the grey star. So I don't know what that means. If that's one star, low rating, I'm not sure with 4 stars of the grey. That just sounds very confusing. But you guys know what I actually mean by that. That just shows you he's improved in that in the matter of a week or so, where we played him in the last game. So what we're going to do now, we're going to take off Vranks and we are going to bring on Anguissa. We could probably switch these two there. And if we take a look at Sergio Gomez, 3 star only. He doesn't go higher than that. So Anguissa, we are going to get him in a ball-winning mid role in a defend duty. I think in this game we can give Agu a chance. And we brought him, in the last game on camera, and he conceded. We conceded as a team. And I reckon Maldonado, because I want to see how he goes as well. So in the end, Sergio Gomez doesn't matter about his role. Maldonado probably as a central midfielder on defend, and that's all our positions filled up right there. All our substitutions filled up, we should say. So, a couple of these new signings, Agu and Maldonado for the future, and of course, Kledrubski, but these guys feel newer because we've known about him for a while, waiting for him to sign and officially join. And we've got this today, but I'd love to see another goal to finish it off. Another goal by us, that is, not by our opposition. Keep a clean sheet here. 4 goals today. Looks really nice. Maitland-Niles. Just get it? No. Nooble takes strongly. Yeah, that was easy for him to save. It wasn't really a tough shot. So Johnny Brennan, he was the star of today, really. But I felt like his goals was finishing the good midfield work, the good teamwork that we did. That's what his goals felt like. And he definitely did his part, and we got a good result today. And also another benefit of doing an episode at this time, we mostly did because of the Europa League draw, had to document that to see 31st what we did. We lost a bit. We lost a bit of money, but we still made profit. We're in a position where I think that wasn't much of an increase this month, but TV revenue, 8 million. Very strong there. But the profit we made last season. So we dropped a bit because we spent on transfers. Like if we can, document. Yeah, document is the key word. We spent 60 million. Like technically that's a loss of money because we only sold 8.5. But there was transfer money there to spend. We're expected to, make that same kind of increase again. So by the end of this season, I'd want to get maybe like around 150 overall balance, 150 million that is. So we just got to document, see how that goes. And just a mentoring month in review here. Johnny Brennan, some mixed personality traits, some negative ones and positive ones. I like loyalty has grown. Loyalty to Sunderland, love that. Benjamin Maldonado tries first-time shots, though. And I was going to say, for a defensive midfield type, 11 finishing's not the worst. He's a wonder kid. So, I reckon given time to ease in to life at England and develop as a player, I think he can score some worldies outside the box for us sometimes. So, hopefully that will be the case. And Johnny Brennan is really killing it here. Look at these, 5 goals, 4 appearances, Premier League Player of the Month and Young Player of the Month at the same time. He's still only 19, the wonder kid up and coming, and he's done so much. I reckon he could even have a better season. Last season I thought was amazing. 16 goals in 17 starts, 6 times off the bench in the league. It's scary, isn't it? Okay, guys, I didn't expect him to complain about this, to be honest. Vandenberg. Everton made an offer. You look at that, 18 million with some, extra fees. I just feel you're not happy here then. What's up? I asked Armeni, I don't know, I don't like that in FM. It's like almost any time, a team can just unsettle your player by making an offer to them. I don't think you have the same power as a manager. It's just very annoying. He's happy to stay at Sunderland. Generally, when you're an experienced manager at a club, especially, and the players, have faith in you, if we go over to the dynamics again, when the managerial support is very good and, when the general atmosphere is like this, it's not going to be a hard thing to do. You should, be able to help your captain or ask for help from your captain to step in and generally don't have issues. Everton are really trying to unsettle our centre-backs. Dalamura again, not considering decent That's almost a similar offer, just about the same offer for a different player. Interesting. It's deja vu. So we're just going to do exactly the same thing. And deja vu as you're going to get, man. As you're going to get. But to show you at least a comparison from last season, remember when we were 20th? We were spending the least on our wages. Wade's expenditure this year, we were 11th. So like a mid-table type team. 1.7. We were around the million mark, weren't we? Or just below that. So keep in mind, now the lowest Burnley 1.2, which is more than we had. So it's interesting. So we've definitely improved the team wages-wise. And I think quality-wise, that comes into account. Like, we've definitely improved the team. The team's stronger than last season. Is it going to be shown that way in come the end of the season? Can we sneak into top 4, get Champions League? Let's find out. We've still got 12 days to play through. Yeah, it's international break, which is a good thing, I think, just to get fitness up. And as I said, guys, mentally and just prepared. Yeah, we prepared for this. I know I'm not going to be able to select every single player. So I've come prepared here. See, Wagner, it's good that we signed him because then he can come in. Actually, Wagner, he's only 18 years old. So, yeah, for those that are under, you have to be 20 or under, they have to be at the club for 2 years. So, unfortunately, that's a bit tricky. Dennis, you see Dennis 21, so it doesn't go under that radar. Let's just take a look. Where we could make a little bit of a judgment. Someone like a Patrick Agu, who's still younger, I'm going to get him out. I see him as a backup to right back after Armini. So for me, Javi Mankiller, who could play left back as well, has got to get registered. John Kitolano, man, it's going to be hard on him, but yeah, is he going to sneak in there? Don't know. Ryan Gould. This is where we are going to have maybe a little bit of Johnny Brennan. He does not have to be registered under 21. So that's what I mean. We're not going to be missing out on too many players here. But this is where we've got to make a judgment. We've got to take a look. Who haven't we actually selected? I think we can miss out on one of the centre-backs, but that might cause them to be mad as well. I think Dalamura, let's just put a complete comparison. We really didn't use him that much last season. So we just got to think about it. So just the question is, we've really convinced ourselves on Agu and Kitolano. We'll be good without him. Who's that next one? Is Dalamura going to get unhappy if we don't select him, or are we going to need him at the same time? If we take a look, Vandenberg 1, Salisu 2, White 3, and Armini the 4th, but he's playing more at right back. But Maldonado could come in as well. He's very strong defensively, good on both feet, good passer, which is important. That's what I'm considering a little bit. I'm considering Dalamura, 2.5-star current ability. If you can compare that with Vandenberg, I mean, he's the same as well. We could be here forever trying to pick one, and we're just going to need to do it. When we've been playing Dalamura surplus to requirements, his agreed time is a squad player. He's happy with the amount of game time he's been getting. Again, I showed you we're going to have to go without him. And I think we're just covered. We are just covered for enough centre-backs. Like I said, good that Maldonado could play. So it makes you, Maldonado, he's young. You're like, unregister him, but he's still so good. I'd say he's above his quality. So we're going to have to go like this. That's just it. Yeah, I think we were one short of being happy with it. I would have been happy if we just didn't select Agu Kitolano. I would have liked Dalamura to be registered. But as I said, going forward, long term, we're going to be more in a better position. We're going to be in a better position. More players coming through our academy with our talents will come through in these first seasons. So yeah, that's going to improve. We're going to be in better positions. No worries. As we just go through our League One where we have no issues, see the difference? Yeah, the European ones can be very tricky in terms of squad selection. As in the Premier League, we're all good. And 3 of them, guys, I'm just going to deal with them. And yeah, just know they're not going to be happy with it, basically. Like Agu here as well, he's only 18-year-old. He's like, you're like a youngster, mate. You shouldn't. I can't promise to register next eval. No, it wasn't an error. What do you say? I want to use you in the league rather than Europa League. Yeah, it's a tough one. It's a tough one. Yeah, that's what I mean. We just got to go through there. They're going to be unhappy. They'll be unhappy. So we just got to do it, though. I was going to say, for these lads that's been at the team, they might be okay with it. So Delamura is good. I'll take that. And you see, the only reason, because he's just a new signing. He doesn't have that same connection with me yet. And that's a bit shocking for an 18-year-old. Let's drop this back a little bit. I'm going to put this back as I can't, because he's in the first team, but he's 18. It's a tough one. I'm going to put him as a fringe player. Mate, his morale, this is something I'd like to see change in FM. If it was a more experienced signing, not an 18-year-old. Mate, you've just come out of school. Deal with not being selected in Europa League. What's going on here? So much. Bobby Chapman. Oh, but what's going on? I've listed you and no one made an offer. So blame me, mate. Blame me. I dislike this. There's no interest right now. I guess I'm doing everything I can. There we go. So we're sorting majority of these out. So that's okay. That's okay. Those negative interactions, I'm just like, they're a bit more, they're like an inconvenience. I guess managers face that in their careers, don't they? That's part of their job. So unhappy players. So it's realistic, but it's just annoying to me still. And guys, just to remind you of our staff, like we've got some familiar names there. You got like Andrew Cole, Ricky, who are Sydney Lobo as our assistant, but like Hernan Crespo, Sammy Hupia, and then if we go into our like reserves, like an under 18 squad from the Australian point of view, we got Kevin Muscat, Tim Cahill in there as well. So yeah, we've got a nice little staff setup in my opinion. Oh, look at it as well. Johnny Brennan scores again for his country. Yeah, it's always a really cool moment to see a player score for his country. Delighted for him. They're just flying in though. If we go to the club info right now, unfortunately, De Jong. See, we've got a hot prospect as he could replace someone like a Delamura in the team if like long term we're thinking about European selections. So let's just go. How long we've had him? He's been loaned out for a few seasons, but we signed him in 21-22. So I like to think he's going to be a homegrown player. He is a homegrown player for us. If not, correct me. But he's going to overtake them. I hope so. I really hope he will. Also here we are signing Rob Jones as under 18s coach, only 1.3k per week. We're going to accept that. See his attributes as well. Working with youngsters at 16, technical, even defending, mental's not the worst. He's had big history. Like he was at Liverpool for like 10 years. 10 years as under 18 coach. Not 10 years in real life into the game, but he's been there since 2013 at Liverpool. So he's a good youth coach to have. And then we got Gaston Rojas, who is under 23s, or he's going to be an under 23s fitness coach for us. 13, not too bad working with youngsters. I noticed when you try and see the guys with the highest attributes, there was guys with like 18 instead of 13, but they want to be a first team fitness coach. So you always have to search for someone with a bit of a lower attribute, but still someone who's good working with the younger guys. That's what I went and did anyway, clearly. Look at, for example, here, John Kitalano. He's got a groin strain internationally, 3 to 4 weeks. We're going to be missing him for that period, and I'm feeling, that's going to be dealt with no issues, so we're good. He's not a player, I'm not worried about him too much, not playing in the Europa League for us. Especially, I'm wanting to have Aaron Martin play in most games, especially the important games. And also here, Toby, we've loaned him out to our affiliate club, FC Voluntari. Where are those? Where they get Romania, and we've did till he gets a work permit. So hopefully, he's hoping to qualify for the work permit. Hope that goes to plan for us. He's still got a bit of talent in him. Look at that potential. Some of his attributes, especially physically, I'm wondering about though. But hey, and low determination. I think we'll eventually make profit of him at absolute minimum. But now let's finally get into this next game of the episode. Sheffield United. This is away from home, but 17th in the Premier League. They're 17th in the Premier League. Stand ourselves, or put ourselves in a good position. We stand in a good position to get a result here. They're 17th in the league. we're a team that's expecting much more and wanting much more from that. So with a bit of midweek issues in terms of some players, but overall, like the happiness is, look at this. Agu, like, he feels unfairly treated, but his morale, like, if that's the worst, if fair morale is the worst, I think, because when you've got, like, surely Man City miss out some player. Like, there would be other teams, other top teams that, go through similar things. You can't tell me Man City's not going to have a couple of players that they're not able to register. They would have to have that same situation. But I think Anguissa, I want to get him in for this one. We're going to drop out Vranks. I'll put Gomez in that role. A bit of a switch around here. Ball-winning mid on defend for Anguissa. And then Gomez to be a deep line playmaker over on this side. So I think we're going to be pretty happy to go in like this. Who else are missing? Okay, we'll put Wagner. Put Wagner on the bench. Conceição, maybe. Can we see him get some game time? Maybe Agu, just leave him. Well, no. See, he's someone we'd bring. I guess if Manquillo's going to play that role, if we're thinking, if he's going to be in Europe like that, we'll wait till the European games come around. Guess we've got Edwards there. Maldonado, I think that's his unhappy. He got unhappy with the treatment, did he? So there's a few guys that's going to be, we're going to leave that for now. We'll make those changes. We've got a few different options to bring off the bench for subs. So we'll stick with that. As we take a look at their lineup, we'll get into the dressing room and we'll address our players with our team talk, pick up where we left off last time out. Last time out was an excellent game. See, the core of our team, that's what we're not missing. It's going to be a big subject, I feel like. That we're our strongest team, like our best 11 and bench. Those players that we didn't have selected for Europa League, they weren't part of that. They may be part of the squad if we start to get some injuries and stuff like that, and that's going to be offside. Usually you see me, no, not offside, but that one I would say was pretty clear. So, I think each season we are probably going to miss out at least two players, I'd say. Two or three in terms of that European selection. It makes it very, very hard, admittedly, unless you focus on it to have a lot of players, a lot of homegrown players. That's my opinion. How do you guys go about it anyway? I'd love to see other people's opinions. Oh my gosh. Error. See, that's just a poor pass. I hate when that comes into it. Nothing tactically wrong there. That's always my reaction. Nothing tactically wrong because your player gave away the ball. It's all on them. It's all on the player. All right, encourage the team because look at Sheffield. Well, they must have had an improvement there. Their manager must have got on a shout. He was copying me, I reckon. That's what I think. He's out there copying my shouts. Come on. Johnny Brennan, sneak this. How did he do that? Because his name is Johnny Brennan. That's why. How did he score at that angle? I don't know. I wasn't I thought he was going to score there, but I was like, surely not. How? But he did. I could just tell with the type of chance it was. We won the interception. How? I was like there before he hit that. How is he going to get this? I knew that he would, but I'm like, how? There you go. Now let's get the form going our way. White with that direct throw in. Now Armini, low and dangerous. Johnny Brennan, that's beautiful. And that's why I was convinced with Armini. Some of you guys may have been wondering, why are you playing your best centre-back right back this season? Did any of you guys think about that? Why, even though, he's been there, he's been good sometimes at right back, but look at those deliveries. That's why, mate. That's why. He just knows how to deliver into the box. Low, dangerous crosses. And we brought in Ben White and Salisu. Give them time to develop a partnership and what as well. That's going to be a really good decision for us. As good as he was as a centre half for us, and Nicola Armini. Oh, no. No. I knew that was going to be a goal. I could just tell that chat. I can tell in Football Manager when chances are going to be goals. When this came in like that and it went past them all, I'm like, oh no, another cross is going to come in, and I can see it coming. I see it coming, man. Disappointing, because we had a very good half. We'll still praise them. As disappointing we conceded there. Let's hopefully get it back. Long throw. Hlozek on his own. Aaron. Well, I thought we're going to... Oh, no. No, it's giving away possession. Giving away possession. Oh, and it's a die Brewster. Oh, I can't say too much. But he dived. But I got to hold back. You never know. No, the penalty's awarded. The referee, yeah. He felt like he had to give that. What happened to our 2-0 lead? On this occasion, it was a diving player. Got to be careful. That was a good penalty, though. I'm not very happy. Not very happy at all. We can't drop points here. It's going to be like last season when we don't get top 4. What we can do in this situation, we can maybe even go in a more comfortable for Kladrubski, play him as a target man. And we can go like this. And then maybe Anguissa can be just a bit more supporting, an advanced playmaker. And then let's be a bit more direct. I just know when we need to go like this. Come on, boys. Have one more sub up our sleeves. Hlozek having a bad game. Sometimes he'll play. I want to see Conceição. Like, let's see what he's got. Let's see what he's got. Actually, I think he's a little better over on this side. He's 3-star than Dembele. Yep. Okay. I'll be disappointed. You might say Sheffield's had more shots on target, but regardless, we're 2-0. Come on, man. Kladrubski, maybe take him off and let's bring on Vlahovic. Pressing forward. We've used that before. Martin push up. Complete wing back on attack. Armini. Oh, let's see. But maybe Armini wing back support. Okay. Come on, boys. White. Long throw. Armini win the battle. He does. We don't want our centre half making a cross. Let's give a... Okay. I don't mind this because we might mount an attack. Salisu. Or we could equally give away possession. What's your money on, guys? Us giving away possession? Oh, yeah, the odds are good for that. You're not going to make a lot of money. But there's a chance for it happening. Why is everything going back to them? Finally. So this has to be for us. How many times? Oh, no. What was the highlight for then? What was the highlight for? We've got one more up our sleeves. Dembele hasn't had a game. Let's bring on Edwards. So Edwards will come on that side. 3-star. Okay. Let's see what we're going to do. Maybe switch that. Shoot on sight. Play for set pieces. Oh, yeah. Gomez push up there. Long kicks. What else? A higher line. Get stuck. I said get stuck in. The man. Oh, too much. Got to pause it. Come on. I think it's got to a stage they're going to accept the result. And even if we go that attacking, they're not going to show anything. Well, Anya, I don't know why I do that, guys. Like, I didn't mute. I just pretended I said something, but I didn't. Like, I just don't say words. I'm just annoyed. And I think that's like a way of conveying my annoyance, I guess. I don't know, man. I really do not know. But it is, at the end of the day, it's just frustration. That's the starting point. we're not going to get a top 4 finish. We're not going to get Champions League finish. We're still getting results taken away from us. Too many. And guys, later, remember these results. Remember the early season results, not what happens at the end of the season. If it's like down to the last day or whatever, it's on these. It's on these matches. Teams we should be getting 3 points from. Yeah, that's going to be the story at the end of the day and end of the season. Yeah, that's going to be it. So, incredibly. And, that dive, man, that penalty. They needed a penalty. Sheffield United. Seriously. I can't. Johnny Brennan needs a rest. We can't afford to rest him. All right, so we've got a few games to get through. I have no idea when the next one's going to be. I think most likely Lille. Yeah, in the Europa League, that away from home. Copenhagen, we should get a result against them. So, and even this, what's going on? Johnny Brennan killing it for us. So, yeah, he needs to be needing a rest, if that makes sense. We need to be playing him so much because he's our best player. He needs a rest. He's killing it. Is he 40 million value yet? Just about. I said that. He was like 35 not long ago. He's just going up. He's our exciting. He's our focus. But when's going to be our progression getting into Champions League? Guys, this is going to be a really long series. All right, we will get to 100 episodes. We're going to find it a really long time to bridge the gap. Because we're going to be dropping so many points. It's good for the series because what are we? Just towards the end of March, like in real life? So we've got, plenty of time till the next Football Manager game. So it's not the worst thing making the series longer, but for the time being, it's a little frustrating getting these results. I've said that in the duration the last couple seasons. It's not a bad thing if it's going to be longer, but it will be a little frustrating that we're not, getting through that. So we'll see how we go. But I mean, we can go all the way, win the Europa League, but Man City being in it is going to make it tough. We have beat them before, though. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there. Leave your thoughts up in the comments, and I'll see you guys next time.